Is it better, do you think, to work for as a loan officer, to work for a bank, a mortgage banker, or a mortgage broker?
As a mortgage broker, you're more in control of what you do every day. The amount of income that you can make as a mortgage broker is almost far in excess of a bank and even a mortgage bank. You know, I coach people who are in all three, and all three of them are perfectly content where they are. And what's interesting is that they've been in the business long enough that they've pretty much tried other things, meaning other ways of earning an income. A guy who's a mortgage banker that I'm thinking of, he was a mortgage broker before and decided that he didn't like having to put up with all of the rigmarole to deal with the state, examining his books and estate reports. And so he became a mortgage banker. He never considered being a banker. I coach an LO who's works at a bank, been there 23 years, very successful, extremely successful, very happy with what he's got. Has an unlimited database based on their servicing portfolio. I mean, that gives him access to all sorts of things that you wouldn't have as a mortgage banker. You might have it as a mortgage broker if your wholesaler is not going to, if your wholesaler is not going to take over that account. And I know that that's a contentious point.
I'm going to deviate from where you're going with that. I can't deny that there is some personality is involved in it, but I think it's circumstance and experience that really determines where's the best place. You know, when somebody's just getting into the business, you want to go to a mortgage, perhaps a mortgage bank or a bank that's got a good training program and is going to give you good support. So you learn the business there. And I'm not going to say you can't find a broker that's going to do that, but you're probably less likely to. And then again, experience. As I get more experience, I find that there's maybe better opportunities outside of the bank. Banks, as you know, are very regulated and can be very tough. I've worked back for all three. I've owned my own brokerage. I've been working for a mortgage banker, and I worked at a bank over my years. So I know all three, and I look at it in different stages. I saw the need to be able to make changes accordingly. And to your point, to a certain extent, I did see that. If you remember when we had the financial crisis, you saw a lot of brokers run for the hills. They went to the banks and to the places that were going to allow them to survive. But I think I've also seen a number of those people leaving the banks and the mortgage banks to get back in as a broker again. That number is starting to grow again and has been for a few years. So again, I think it's experience and situation in their life, and maybe a little bit of personality.
Brokers who fled the brokerage business, in my opinion, in my experience, were the ones who did not know how to market their businesses. And that's the reason that they had to go someplace that would market for them. And I usually find that is something that they all look for in the companies that they go with, regardless of whether they're a mortgage banker or a banker. But they pretty much know that as a mortgage broker, their marketing is going to be on their own. Most mortgage brokers don't have any company-wide mortgage brokerage plan, except the big one. And there are a couple really big ones in the United States that do have great marketing programs. But
it's an experience thing. To me, that's experiencing, and so I think we've done a good job on this particular subject. There's a lot of different angles to look at with this, but I think we've covered most of the bases. Thank you all for viewing our video today. One idea a day. Keep coming back. This is how you learn. This is how you get better. Ralph, have a fantastic one.
Thank you, Ski. Same to you.